In this episode, we are finally going to paint and finish the Odyssey. The first step is pop out the engine because we need to get new pistons for it. So we'll take that out and then we'll take off all the individual pieces, clean them up and paint them. And we're also getting a bigger radiator sometime this week. So after all those things are done, we'll put it back together and we will be ready to rip and completely done.
There's a few reasons this thing needs a rebuild. Mainly, there's one belt in here that drives both the water pump and the oiler pump, and that belt broke and we didn't realize it for a bit. On top of that, the cooling system has never been adequate, so it's overheated a few times. So this cylinder wall is a little bit scored, a little bit of scrapage there. And there's I mean, there's supposed to be some play, because they're not supposed to be super tight, but it shouldn't be that wobbly. Those rings are done.
So the old chain tensioner couldn't hold the braking force, so we straightened this out and now we're just gonna put in another bracket here and it will just bolt on right there, and then we'll put a longer bolt and a spacer, make a slot in that, and then it should be good to go. So we got this other plate made up here. We're gonna bolt that in, extend the bolt, and see if it all fits together well.
So I finished what Sam started yesterday, completely stripping the Odyssey. We don't know when we're actually going to be able to sand it down and paint it, so we weighed it in the meantime.
No, it's 170 pounds. It's been sitting at 170 for a minute though. That's not all that much for the whole chassis.
Yep, and that's including a couple bolts and these because I wanted to remember their orientation when we painted them, so I just left them.
Yeah, so obviously not including any of the suspension components, but just a basic chassis, 170 pounds. Not bad.
took the front control arms off the Odyssey and most of the ball joints were waxed. So I had to make up a little ball joint press here because there was no luck hammering them out. Just got like a standard punch in there and then just a sleeve around it. But it works like a charm.
Boom.
Boom.
We broke our press, but we still got a Piranha.
Yeah, you always have a Piranha.
How done are those?
Oh, they're real done.
There's some welds we've never been able to get to until now. Finish those up, clean it up, and then it's ready for paint.
Bonus, Sam gets welding practice.
Yeah, and no one can see it.
We've got everything set up, ready to paint, nice and clean. I don't know what else to say. That's it. Time to paint.
Good, we got most of the white done, so we're going to move some of those out so that when we start painting the body red, they don't turn pink.
So after today, the Odyssey will be gloss forward red tractor paint. That's how we're doing it. And the paint is terrible, highly not recommended. But it was definitely the cheapest one there.
So Wiseco sent us some new pistons for the Odyssey, so we're going to throw those in today. Come in these cool little bags apparently. Look at that.
Velvet bags for your pistons.
Velvet bag. Oh yeah, that's shiny.
Looks a little different than what we got in there, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, those are nice.
Oh, We got new wrist pins, a couple new gaskets, and some rings.
Everything we need.
That's it. So we were hoping to reuse this cylinder, but after cleaning it up, it looks like some of the nickel came off completely down to aluminum. So we're gonna order a new one of those, put this aside, and go put together the body outside. So we got the radiator for the Odyssey. We're gonna cut off these old mounts today and then make a couple new mounts. We're gonna be smart and mount it underneath the roll cage so we don't crush it. And then we'll do some rubber mounts too so it's not rigid, so we don't it doesn't tweak it if we do roll. So that's the game plan today.
Also, we should point out this radiator is for a Honda.
Yeah.
Honda Civic, actually.
Which also meant it was super cheap, super small. Came with a fan for like $50-some.
It was a pretty sweet fan too, good size.
Might actually get some cooling this time.
Yep, that's the goal.
And then someone in the comments said that they're actually running an Odyssey with a Civic fan.
Yeah,
So
good to
we
know.
should have the right thing here. Should be good this time.
I mean, it's one more piece that's back to Honda.
Yeah. So it'll be like 2 pieces now that are back to Honda. So we got the bottom radiator mounts made up, and we're gonna add in this little bar here so that we could put the top mount on. It has to be removable, so this one will go in there. We'll do a similar like little cup and plate style, and then it will just screw into the top here. So let's take that one off and then give it a love tap to take the radiator out. So we got these little rubber sleeves on there. Can't get it off now, but anyhow, put some rubber sleeves on so we're good to go. So when we tore the engine down to replace the pistons, we decided that one of the cylinders was too scarred up. So we ordered a used one off eBay, which came in today and looks beautiful. So we're gonna throw on some new gaskets, some new pistons in there, and put it all back together and hopefully get it inside the Odyssey today. got the engine mounted in here, and Ethan gave it a test pull, and it's a lot more compression.
Holy
You
smokes.
used to just rip on out of here, now you gotta put some weight into it.
Great.
That sounds good.
Definitely sounds better.
This is gonna be a whole different beast.
Oh, hopefully we're gonna finish a couple bolts up here, put the top on, and start it up.
Yeah.
Definitely the game plan. We're almost there.
Yeah, and it was running super bad.
Yeah.
So you've never really driven it.
Yeah. Last time I had this on, I hit a wall. Good thing there's no walls around.
So much for your driveway.
Yeah, that was bound to happen.
So there wasn't enough room to turn around here at the top of the driveway. Sam got stuck in the snow.
Turning radius still leaves something to be desired.
We'll give it the solid push over the snow berm. Let's see if this works. Man, it runs better. I've spent more time messing around with this project and not even making videos about it just because it's so boring. And it finally works. Yes!
Once I got off the mud onto like the hard pack,
Yeah.
then it completely, oh, so much easier to spin around.
It looks like it needs more weight in the front.
100%.
Like it almost wheelies sometimes.
But the power's there, the handling's still not good at all.
Who needs handling when you got power?
Yeah, both axles, I'm soaking wet.
Ready to rock and roll?
Seems to be ripping good. Take it out and find out.
The Odyssey is finally working great. We're super stoked on how it runs. Thanks to Wiseco for helping us make that happen. And we were gonna ride it around a lot more and show you guys like some top speed and stuff, but as you can see, decided to dump snow here in April. So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna wait until it's responsible for us to go to the dunes, and then we will put a battery on the fan, put it in, get as much weight on the front as possible, and then we'll do some fenders, take it to the dunes and show you guys top speed and what it's really capable of, because it's such a fast machine, we don't have a straight long enough for it to do anything here. So we'll be doing that once we can responsibly do so. And thanks for watching, guys.